Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and welcome to the Game Exposed podcast. If you guys have a brief question on a narcissist and you want to submit it and have your question answered on the podcast, submit a brief question, you guys, no more than a paragraph because it won't be read. Text your questions to 917-636-1109 and text me your questions, and I'll try to get to as many questions as I can and answer them on the podcast, but please make it brief, no more than a paragraph, okay? 917-636-1109. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and today I'm going to talk about, does the narcissist chase you? There's a lot of conflicting views on this. Some people say the narcissists, they don't chase anybody, and other people say, well, yeah, they do. Well, it's like this, you guys. It depends on what the narcissist is after, all right? A lot of times it depends on what the narcissist is after. So in the beginning, if a narcissist sees something really valuable or a benefit in you or a really good supply that you have, maybe it's sex, maybe it's money, maybe it's a place to live, something big, a big supply, they could chase you. And that's where they hit you with that love bombing. They give you plenty of attention. They blow up your phone. They're calling you all the time. They're making you feel like you're the greatest thing that ever walked the earth. Then they build up the future faking and make you think, they try to create the fantasy, whatever your fantasy is in life. See, narcissists will study you in the beginning to see what you're about, what you really are thirsty for, what you're really seeking in life. Maybe you're somebody who's looking to get married and have kids, so they'll build up that fantasy like, oh, we could have this great life and our kids are going to look like you. And they build it all up in your head to make you think that they are your soulmate, okay? And the other reason they do it is they want you to trust them, so that once you trust them, you let your guard down and you give them whatever supply it could be, okay? So in the beginning, yes, a narcissist can chase you. And this is where all the confusion happens, all right? Because in this first scenario where a narcissist may chase you because they see something, a big benefit or a big supply in you, what happens is once the narcissist gets the supply, or once the narcissist gets bored with you, okay, all of a sudden they're going to switch up, all right? They're going to switch up once they know they have you. Once the narcissist knows they have you and they've, depleted all the supply out of you, or maybe they couldn't get supply out of you because you had strong boundaries and you're too difficult, and they feel they can get whatever supply you have from somebody else, then the narcissist will not chase you anymore. Then the narcissist is going to switch up and they're going to be very indifferent, cold, aloof, unaffectionate. And why is that? Because they don't need you anymore, okay? I always tell people, each situation is different, and it depends on the narcissist and what they're after. It also depends on whatever options that narcissist has. You guys, it's like supply and demand. If the narcissist can get a lot of supply, your demand is low because, you're not in demand if they have other options, other supply available. But if the narcissist doesn't have other options available, then the demand for you goes up, okay? Remember, it's like economics, supply and demand. And it's the same thing with the narcissist when they're hunting out supply. Supply, how much supply they can get. Like, a lot of influencers will say, well, the narcissist needs you. Understand this, the narcissist needs you. Understand this, the narcissist doesn't need you if they can get other supply that offers the same thing that you have or better. So the narcissist doesn't necessarily need you, but the narcissist needs supply. They need that admiration. They need that attention. They need that validation. They need to feel like they are something special, okay? That they do need, but they don't necessarily need to get it from you, per se, okay? So no, the narcissist doesn't necessarily need you if you could be replaced with someone else offering the same supply or better. Understand that, okay? Because you are just an object to the narcissist. You're not a person with feelings, or emotions. So they're not concerned with your feelings or your emotions. They're concerned in filling up their emptiness within themselves, okay? And if you get hurt along the way, well, they look at it like that's your fault because you didn't know the game. I'm just out here. In their opinion, they're just out there doing what they have to do to survive, okay? And if you get hurt along the way, it's because you're naive or you don't know the game. That's how they look at it. They're very cold like that. They victim shame people. But the thing is this, you guys, yes, a narcissist can chase you in the beginning, all right? They could blow up your phone. They could give you tons of attention. And then after they get everything that they want to get, they switch up, and that's where you get that cold feeling. And that's where people are suffering because they're trying to get back the old version of the narcissist from the beginning. See, you didn't fall in love with the old version of the narcissist. You fell in love with a fake version of somebody. You fell in love with the actor or actress that put on that false, phony mask that made themselves out to be your hero, okay? So in the beginning, the narcissist tries to be your hero. That's what you fell in love with. But that wasn't the narcissist. That was just a fake, phony act to win you over. It was the chase to win you over. Narcissists love the chase. Now, I'm going to switch up and I'm going to talk about the narcissist who doesn't chase, okay? There are narcissists that don't chase. These are the narcissists that you can meet on the dating apps that tell you something like, oh, here's my number, give me a call. What that narcissist is doing is they're testing you. They want to see how desperate you are and how thirsty you are. So they love to throw the ball into your court and put all the responsibility on you to chase them. And you're sitting there, you take their number, you're calling them, and, they're giving you very little, but what they're doing is they breadcrumb you. They breadcrumb you. They may not show you a lot of attention because they're weeding out and they're testing to see who's the most, aggressive with the phone calls, who's the ones giving them the most attention, because those are the ones that they feel that they can manipulate for the supply. So you guys, it's got to be equal. When you meet somebody, the level of energy should be equal. Whatever you do, they should match it, okay? But if you get involved in a relationship with somebody and you find that you're always the one making the calls or you're always begging them to get together and they keep giving you excuses, but they just contact you, good morning, beautiful, good morning, handsome, you're dealing with a breadcrumbing narcissist who wants you to chase them. And never do that because that never ends up good, okay? This is somebody who's going to totally lose respect for you because you're chasing them and you're looking desperate. So your value, your worth is going to go down in their eyes because you're chasing them and they're not matching your energy. And a lot of toxic dating coaches try to, they put that out there to people to say, oh, well, don't text them back right away or wait 4 days for them to text you and everything like that. Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to teach you to build scarcity so that somebody comes chasing after you. But what that does, okay, if you're dealing with somebody who respects themselves, they're not going to do that, all right? Somebody who respects themselves is not going to put up with chasing you, all right? So it's got to be a mutual thing. But the thing that always happens in the end, whether the narcissist chases you in the beginning or whether you have to chase the narcissist in the beginning, is that after you get to that comfortable point of knowing this narcissist, then the narcissist is really going to back off and expect you to do everything, okay? They're going to expect you to do everything. If you had a narcissist that was chasing you in the beginning, they're going to pull back. Maybe they even spent money on you in the beginning because they were after a bigger pot of gold that you could offer later on. Yes, some narcissists will spend money if they're after something big, like something financial. Maybe they want you to start a business with them. Maybe they want to move into your house. They will try to fool you by maybe, spending a little money on you or buying you things because they don't want you to think that they're just there for your money, okay? So you sit back and you say to yourself, well, they spent $100 on this, or they spent on that, or they helped me with this. It's because they see that you have a lot to offer, and they know they're going to get that money back down the road with whatever they're going to manipulate for, which, like I said, could be a business, could be to get in your house, maybe take over your house or something like that. But it's like this. When it comes to chasing, it really depends. Like I said, if a narcissist is after something big, and that's usually money, they can and will chase you in the beginning. And that's your basic scammer as well. These are the people that you may, meet on a dating app that, again, what are they doing? They're flooding you with attention. This is how they fool people. They give you plenty of attention. They're very, very flattering. They flatter you. They're charming. They're like the epitome of the perfect soulmate. And that's exactly what they're trying to portray to you, to convince you that they are the one. So they will chase you in the beginning if they're after something big like money, okay? But if it's a narcissist that could be maybe after something like sex, where sex is abundance, that you could get sex so easily today, okay? Sex is so easy to get either on a dating app or going to a bar or something like that. Those kind of narcissists may expect you to chase them, all right? Unless they really want you. You're something really different from the norm. They may chase you, but again, remember, that's only in the beginning. Because once they get you, they're going to pull back and expect you to chase them. Or they're going to disappear a little bit and then expect you to chase them. They want you thirsty for them. They want to, the way they'll do it is they'll text you, but they won't they won't care about who you are as a person. They won't get in-depth conversations. They won't be asking a lot of questions about you once they know they have you, or if you're dealing with a narcissist who's just after sex. Why? Because they don't care. So what they do, again, could be, your breadcrumbing narcissist. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, handsome. How was your day? The conversation is on the surface. They're giving you the token text to keep in touch with you, but basically they don't care. They're not really interested in, anything long term. They're just out to hit it and quit it, okay? So that's what happens with these narcissists who are generally after sex. The ones after sex may show you a lot of attention day 1, day 2, and maybe day 3. But after that, it's going to fall off. It's going to fall off. And they also expect to try to meet you right away. The narcissist after sex doesn't want to be on the phone with you chit-chatting for weeks. They'll have one conversation with you and say, come on, let's meet up. Come on, let's meet up. Why? Because they don't want to invest their time to get to know you, because again, they don't care. They want to hit it and quit it. They want to see what you look like and see if they lust after you, okay? But the narcissist who's after money, those are the ones that are going to put in more work. The narcissist who's looking for a place to live, because they're getting something bigger, they're going to put more work in and they're going to chase more to get you. And they're also good. It's good. How much they chase determines how much they need you. So if they need you, let's say you have a broke, busted narcissist that has nowhere to live. Well, that broke, busted narcissist, and you have a place, and let's say you have a nice place, they're going to kill you with kindness, flattery, love bombing, and beef your head up, okay? Nobody falls in love faster than a narcissist who needs a spot to live in, okay? So again, what does that tell you? The more desperate they are for your supply, the more they will chase you, okay? But if they aren't desperate and they're independent and they have a lot of options, then they don't have to chase you. So again, look at the person, look at look at how independent they are when it comes to supply. In other words, let's say you have a good-looking guy or you have a good-looking woman, right? And this person is giving you a lot of attention, okay? They're chasing you. But you know that this person can get a lot of other supply because they're a good-looking person. Maybe they have a few things going for them. And you're saying to yourself, why are they chasing after me when they could have, other people, that are good-looking or something else? Because you have to look deeper and say there's something that you might be offering them that they want. You may have a house where they're dating other good-looking people or younger people that don't have a house, okay? So they may come after you stronger because they're looking for a place to live. Or they may see that you're successful in your career, whereas these other people are not successful in their career, okay? But the bottom line is, you have to see, what is the narcissist options? And if they have options and they could get other supply, they're going to be independent and they're not going to necessarily chase you unless they need something from you, okay? So that's how it goes with the chasing, you guys, all right? But the one thing you have to keep in mind is, again, what I said from before, if they have you, then they stop chasing you. If a narcissist chases you at all, it's only in the beginning. It's only in the beginning, and then the other possible time they could chase you is if they lost you, you broke up, and they're out there and they're not doing good, or they don't like the supply that they're with and they miss the supply that you had to offer. Then they could come back and chase you, hoover you, stalk you, or something like that because you are a better supply than what they jumped off to. And now they're realizing it's not that they miss you. Understand this, narcissists don't miss you. They miss what you had to offer them, okay? You are just a vessel to offering that narcissist whatever supply it is. Sex, money, place to live, or a lot of attention, okay? So that's how it goes with, whether a narcissist will chase you or not, okay? I hope that helps you guys. If it does, hit the subscribe button, share the podcast, go follow me, subscribe to the YouTube. I have the Game Exposed podcast on YouTube where I have over 4,000 videos going into all this kind of stuff and dating and relationships, how to bust a cheater, the discard, the covert narcissist, the triangulation, all of that. I have a lot of videos on that. So go check out the Game Exposed podcast on YouTube. And if you want more information, you could follow me on Instagram at thegameexp123. And have a great day, you guys. If you guys are having a problem in your dating or relationship, or you're dealing with somebody maybe that's narcissistic, you don't know if they're a narcissist, or you're just having problems, you're in a toxic relationship, and you need some clarity on it, go to the link in the podcast description for my website where I offer email and phone coaching. If you have a quick question, just a quick question, and you want to get a video sent back to you answering your question, there's also a link there for Vizio where I will send you a personalized video answering your question. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and I want to tell you about my 2 books on Amazon. The first book is Regain Your Power. It's all about power and relationship. Who has the power in the relationship? And it goes into all of that, okay? The other book is Signs He's Not Into You, He's Wasting Your Time, okay? Check it out. It gives you a lot of good clues as to whether you're with somebody who's a real one or somebody who's just going to waste your time. You could read them both with Kindle's free trial membership. So check it out. Link is in the podcast description. Hi, you guys. I just want to let you know that the Game Exposed now has their merchandise available. Check out the link in the bio, and you could go check it out. There's cool hoodies, cool sweatpants, cool hats. So go to the bio for the link. And also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook at The Game EXP 123, and also on Instagram, The Game EXP 123. Okay? And have a great day.